Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I'm here for another video. Guys, before we even start, like the video. It definitely helps my channel. Let's push those likes out. But we're talking about Mia today. And I want to do like a mini deep dive because Mia's story should be aspirational, but it does not connect with the fans. And I'm going to let you know why. We got all kinds of like horrible things that happened to this woman. But when she came on the show, everything that she told us fell flat because it didn't feel real. It did not feel like she has come out of all of these things on top. Instead, it felt like she looked down on people who did not have as much money than her, or she felt like because of her business relationship with Gordon, she was better than the rest of the cast. And it's just not working. So I want to kind of deep dive into all the things that we know about her and some things that you guys might not know about her to get like a bigger picture of what went wrong. So I want to first start off with the drug usage. Now, this one is important, and I'm going to tell you why it relates to what she did to her mom on the show. So this was Mia giving an interview on opioids on, it looks like some public access. No, it's not public access. A television show that tied into her business. So this was a smart move, but I want you guys to pay attention to how vague she is on the drug usage. Extremely vague.
Care has been great for you.
Well, for me, I had a very traumatic childhood growing up here in the DC, Maryland area, which unfortunately led me to an opioid overdose at a very young age. I was hospitalized for weeks, and then I decided to search for a more holistic form of medicine, at which I was introduced to chiropractic care at that time. When I met my husband.
Okay, so she says that she had a opioid overdose at a very young age. That can mean a lot of things. Mia, did you get into drugs in your young adult life, or were you literally still an adolescent? If you guys remember, Mia was trying to make herself some oatmeal and burned herself. So she had burns all over her body. This is also the time that her mom was at work and her dad was having an affair with another woman in the garage. Again, horrible story, but Mia does this similar to when she was telling us about cancer. She doesn't go all the way in, but she lets the public know just enough. Now, for anybody sharing their truth about drug usage, it's admirable. But in terms of Mia, she made her mother go in depth in the conversation. This is what really triggered me and made me want to make this video. Mia made her mother talk in depth about her drug usage. Meanwhile, Mia glazes over hers. Now, if it could be so many things, maybe due to the burns, she's in pain. Who knows? Like literally, nobody knows, but we do know that she had an overdose. So the rest of the interview is, basically her talking about how her and Gordon are CEOs. And we now know that Gordon was the CEO and his brother in partnership with the brother, and it's a family business. That's how Mia got fired. But let's get into the issues with her mom, because that goes pretty dark. I've already told you guys about the dad cheating, but when Mia brought her mother on the show, it was like her mother had just gotten out of rehab and made her relive all of these very traumatic things in front of America. Meanwhile, had Mia said in that, I had my own issues with drugs, but notice Mia never talked about any of her drug issues on the show. The mother had to. Mia doesn't do it. All Mia talks about is being a boss. This is why we can't get with her. But let's see. So that's the Gordon stuff. Okay, it says Mia was meeting her mother for the first time after she got released from rehab. The duo met at a social brunch, but things became super intense pretty soon. Mia straight away asked her mother why she put her in foster care. Her mother then explained that she did what she thought was in Mia's best interest. When Mia grilled her mother further, she gave in and explained that she was introduced to drugs by Mia's father. She also asked Mia if she remembers the fire incident. The housewife admitted that she didn't remember all the details, but had the burn marks all over her body as a reminder of it. Her mother then narrated how when Mia was little, she was trying to cook oatmeal for herself and ended up spilling all over her body. Mia's mother was at work at the time. When she received a phone call informing her about Mia's accident, she was puzzled as the housewife was left under the care of her father. When Mia's mother reached home, she found her husband in a garage with another woman. Now, Mia's father also had drug addictions. Her mother also touched upon how her father's actions pushed her towards attempting to take her own life. Now, guys, this was so deep. And everybody, all the viewers felt the mother's pain. But again, this was Mia grilling this woman on national TV so that she could play the role of eternal victim. Fans were horrified on hearing all these gruesome details of Mia's childhood about her mother's life. Many felt this conversation should have been in private and not filmed by the reality show. Fans took to Twitter to call out Mia for using her mother's trauma for her storyline. So, guys, it was quick. First season, beautiful woman, wealthy, should be aspirational, horrible life, foster care, burns, father died in jail. But people saw through it. People did not like it. Not Mia dragging her mom out to brunch to spill her hurt and drama for the cameras. Why did Mia put her mom on the spot on national TV? You have burns all over your body because of him. So you know what your dad did to your mother and you. Healing isn't reminding someone of the past for TV ratings. Is Mia asking her mom traumatic questions as she already knows the answers just so she can have a storyline? I'm not here for exploiting her mom for this surface level show. So people saw through it very quickly. So let's get into the lies. Let's get into her admitting to escorting. Let's get into her at the mistress. It's just a lot. So when it came to the stripper thing, Mia initially said she was not a stripper. So y'all, this is what she said about Gordon. The reason why we became friends is because we partnered and served on the same board for a nonprofit organization to raise money for Haiti. We were raising money for the cause. One of the ladies, one of the original founders of the organization, she worked there, not as an entertainer, but as an admin in the office. So they served steak dinners and the proceeds went to the organization. Now, Mia, that's what she wanted the audience to believe about her and Gordon, that they had some philanthropic love affair. When in actuality, she was stripping and escorting. And the reason that we know she was escorting, the lie changed to someone called him, Gordon. Hey, we've got a new girl working here. She's serving some really good drinks. She tells her co-stars, shortly after serving drinks, yes, I did become a stripper, and that's when I met him. So was it philanthropic or was it he was just your client? But she goes on, because strippers aren't necessarily escorts, but she says she never swung across a stripper pole. Well, honey, I don't do a pole. It's a gentleman's club. So it's a 5-star restaurant and they don't have a pole because they don't want that stigma and the girls wear long gowns. Most of the time, my clients, there we go, escorts have clients. My clients didn't want me to take my clothes off. They just really wanted to pay me for my time. Now, y'all, I'm not saying that, what's the typical escort thought process, but she acknowledged that Gordon, prior to being her boyfriend, that woman's husband, his first wife's husband, was paying her $10,000 an hour. So it started off, they were friends because of benefit for Haiti, but moved to him being a client and paying her $10,000 an hour and escorting. I can't. Oh my gosh. So now we move on to her and Gordon. Now Mia looks a lot different. She has basically scrubbed all of her old pictures from the net. I tried to look. I've been researching to see exactly which club she worked at. Someone said it was a club in North Carolina, but I can't verify that. I called the club. They said they weren't aware that she worked at that particular club. It actually has a new name. So that past life might be, unless Jacqueline wants to expose it. But this is as far as her social media goes, and these are recent pictures. But like I said, I could find a few, but that Mia does not look like this Mia. So now we want to get to being a mistress. So we know that she had a hard childhood. We know that she had some type of issue with drugs. She lies about how she met Gordon, but now we find out that Gordon was actually a married man that she knew was a married man. And on a trip to Florida, she has with him on the beach. I cannot get with Mia. I had high hopes for her, but we have the lies. We have her not, if she would have just acknowledged the drugs with her mom in that conversation, America would have rooted for them, because then they would have been a team of people who had dark past that have triumphed over it. But it's not aspirational, Mia. Mistress, stripper, drug use, lies. I'm gonna keep y'all posted, but at this point, it's not looking good. It's not someone who overcame their past. But I want to know what you all think. Do you feel like if Mia had come to her mom with the conversation while also admitting that there was some drug usage in her past as well, would that have made you feel differently about Mia? Would you have then rooted for Mia? Or where do you feel? Do you feel like all of these things that I talked about today make her aspirational, even if the fans aren't feeling her or aren't connected to her story? Let me know what you really think about Mia, because we're going to keep going here. And I'm pretty sure Mia's going to expose more of her own stuff anyway. So I will see you guys next time. But this was a lot, y'all. This was a whole lot. Make sure to like the video. It definitely helps my channel and pushes me in the algorithm. And I will see you all for the next one.